I am up. #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
On the double.
44, Mike. Check. Right here. Kill.
They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield, past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's
not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
At their own 20-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
You got three down.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. They find some open field here. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play that time out of Chubb. 51 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt, and he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
Ready? Running to start the drive is Samuels. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, here's Rudolph. Open man is Switzer, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Rudolph on 3rd down. Rudolph loses the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll run again with Samuels on first down. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Down. 10 logo. 44. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Shoot. Now on 2nd and 13. Rudolph. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Benny Snell Jr., the rookie from Kentucky. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Jordan Berry now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
We got this.
for first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run. Chubb. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
He was taken down by Mark Barron. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 6-0 our score after 1.
Browns 6, Steelers nothing.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Chubb. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And he's got some space here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. On first down. They'll run with Chubb. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Chubb. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Got it. 44's the mic. Check back, check back. Switch, switch. Hard, hard. Check 25, check 25. Hey, check 24, watch 24. Let's go.
Trying to get the first with Samuels. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Ready, ready. 50, play.
And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10.
This is Samuels. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Go on, go on.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mack Wilson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. obviously pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
First down, Browns.
20 seconds. 180. That's trash. That's trash. Undercrush.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter. But
you don't want to.
We know, but... And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Check. Lucky. Hey, orbit. Let's go.
From the 29, Mayfield. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First down.
They go play action. Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kareem Hunt in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now, after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
4 yards on the pickup.
We got 4. We got 4.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
That's it, baby.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Watch the run. Check your hot read.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 21st touchdown of the season, as his guys continue to pour it on. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, he's got him in the lead. And he will be marked out right there at the 20-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Check 13. Check 13. Shoot.
They'll go with Snell here on first down. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Back to throw, Rudolph. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Snell. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. On second down, Samuels. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Here we go.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Slam, slam. Look at me. Go, go. Ready, ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Samuels, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote's clicking off right now. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Here I come. Here I come.
Now Rudolph on first down. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready. 44's Mike. Check. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Rudolph on first down. Washington's got it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rudolph. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. And the Steelers on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Rudolph. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run again with Hunt. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Check 24. Check 24.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Hunt. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Hey, we got 3 out.
They run again with Hunt. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
First down,
A run for Nick Chubb. He's got the first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. A give. This is Cho. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game.
Copy, end zone, watch me.